Hi, today we're going to look at how we can make expressive ambient music using Logic Studio and some sound libraries. Hi, I'm Euan Smith and welcome back to Euan Smith Music. I help you make your music masterpiece, and what I've really enjoyed is engaging with quite a lot of comments on some of my older videos as some people have discovered some of the how-to content and tips and things. So if that sounds like your thing, please hit subscribe either at the bottom right of the screen now or check below the video to be able to subscribe, as well as give it a thumbs up if you like any aspect of what I am saying. Now today's video comes courtesy of user James Watkins, who had asked me a question about how I would create ambient expressive music, as they found it more difficult to be able to create compared to the heavier, almost anthemic, choral, Nordic sounding music. So before I go into a demo, I would just like to say that it's really up to you in terms of how you would like to approach this, but I'm going to be using orchestral sounds today, but you might be the kind of composer that would use found sounds, sampled sounds. So if that's the kind of person, the approaches that I will include in this video will also apply. It's just the sources of sound will be different. In this case, I'll be using Spitfire Audio's BBC Symphony Orchestra sound libraries, as well as a few other ones as well. So here we are in Logic, and I've got a very basic template. Now the template I will link below. I'll also be talking to you about some of the equipment that I'll be using in this tutorial as well. So the equipment that I'll be using today will be a computer running a digital audio workstation, or DAW. In this case I'm using a Mac Mini running Logic Pro X. So you've got here my basic keyboard, as you can see here, and above it I've got this device here. It's called the Korg NanoKontrol 2, and the Korg NanoKontrol 2 is a MIDI input device that allows me to control things like expression, dynamics and other aspects like so as well. And I would recommend that if you do not have one, definitely introduce that into your system, because that is absolutely fantastic to help build expression into your music. Now obviously that sounds quite strong and fairly linear in terms of dynamic control, but watch what happens when we introduce the Korg NanoKontrol 2 to help build in some of that expression. Completely different approach, and it makes it sound so much more melodic and the phrases sound more natural. So let's have a look at some other instruments to create our ambient ethereal sounds. You'll see me using two sliders. One controls the dynamics and one controls the amount of vibrato. So you can see the result of using the NanoKontrol. It has applied some MIDI messages here to raise and lower the expression, the volume, and you can see that is very evident on the flute here. You can do that with any instrument that allows you to do this. So that was how the music would sound. So now we're going to add in other instruments that would make this music sound even more ethereal and build that sense of ambient wonderfulness that you would find in your music. So here you just see a sped up version of the process. I just kept things very simple and very easy, because you want, if you are creating ambient music for a game, to be very inobtrusive, and you want to have very little in the way of melody, but also enough melody to be able to alert the listener that something's going on and to evoke that sense of emotion in them. And that just takes practice, but the more you do it, the easier it can become. That gives you a rough idea of how simplistically you can approach this, so by using few textures and also by employing very few instruments really as well. You can go as big or as small as you want, but remember this is inobtrusive, so you can see the two examples that I've shared with you. The first example was a bit more obtrusive, joviality to the scene, and of course the second one was very simplistic. I would love to hear what kind of ideas you do for your ambient music, and of course if you would like to leave a comment below linking me to some ideas that you've got, whether it be your SoundCloud or whatever, I would love to have a listen to those. Or indeed if you've got a YouTube channel, by all means share those links as well. So it's about helping you make your music masterpiece, and if this is something that you would like to be able to be part of, then of course please drop a thumbs up for the video below, as well as subscribe to the channel because I'll be uploading more videos in the coming weeks as well. There are various other videos in this series about how you can make your music sound like particular things, and of course that's what prompted James's question about this video, was based on the video that I had created about how to make music that sounded like Skyrim. So of course this was basically an experiment that I had done a while back, but do check that video out. I will leave it in the top right of the video now, as well as leave a link in the description below. And as ever, I have been Euan. Thank you very much. Thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more music videos to help you make your music masterpiece. And until next time, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. See you soon. Video on the top is one that I think you will love, and the one on the bottom is one that YouTube thinks you will enjoy. If you would like to know more about how to make your music masterpiece, then don't forget to click like and subscribe. See you in the next video next week. Bye bye.